If you want to find out what the Swiss National Bank has been buying, well, watch this video. Switzerland has a central bank that operates as a hedge fund. They seek profit. Over the years, they aggressively bought US equities and profited greatly. It seems as though in the fourth quarter of 2018, they lost a considerable percentage of their portfolio's value due to the crash in equity prices, particularly the tech shares that they own. That didn't seem to stop them from buying more, however. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. Today we're going to look into exactly what Switzerland's central bank had done in the fourth quarter. This information comes as of the end of the year, so let's bring it to you right now. The SEC has put out the newest 13F of the Swiss National Bank. This data comes as of December 31st, 2018. The report is officially filed on February 13th of 2019. This is the newest available data that I am showing you here. And if you want to look into how to get this and how to look into all of the websites that I am showing you in this video, go to the end of this video and I have a link to a video I recorded specifically to show you how to look all of this up on your own, so check that out. Take a look at the list of stocks that they had purchased. You can see it's basically green all the way down. Apple, they added only 1,000 shares. Microsoft, they added 376,000 shares during this time. They added to Amazon, to Alphabet, to Facebook, and a whole host of other big names, including Coca-Cola and Procter & Gamble, and so on. And of course, we don't know exactly when those buy orders went in. Was it at the beginning of the quarter? Was it at the end of the quarter? We're not really sure, but at least we know that they were purchasing throughout this period of time as of the end of the year. And most likely, if anything, they've been adding to their positions ever since. If you look at the column second to the right, this gives us an idea of their market value, which is apparently around $78 billion as of the end of 2018. This gives us the filing date, and you could see the value of the Swiss National Bank's portfolio every single quarter, and you could see how it fluctuates as the months and the years have gone on. They really put a heavy emphasis on tech shares as the years continued, and I'll give you more insight on that. You can see their portfolio here organized by the value of each stock, looking at Apple at the top of the list, then Microsoft, then Amazon. Facebook is not too far behind. You have Google, Alphabet right there. And again, all of the other big names that you're familiar with, like ExxonMobil, Johnson & Johnson, and others. If you look at the column on the very right-hand side, it just shows you what happened to these individual stocks throughout the quarter, and it's not very good. In this case here, you can see that Apple fell 30%, Amazon 23%, and other names that were down quite significantly throughout this period. But as I said, they only purchased more shares. So while the market value of their portfolio of these stocks were dropping like a rock, they were buying more. In general, they weren't adding massive positions, but you can see in terms of the shares that they added or removed, this just gives you an idea of the percentage here, whether it's in the example of Apple 0.01, obviously not a big deal, and Microsoft happened to be 1.6, Amazon 2.3, and so on. So if you're interested in this data, you can see what they had done throughout this period of time. It would be nice to get a further breakdown into it, and I have some data that I hadn't showed you before, but it is available directly on the Swiss National Bank's website. I'll show you that in a second. Take a look at this for some general knowledge. One of the reasons why I like Whale Wisdom is because of the breakdown that it has here. And I think it's important to see if you're looking at the Swiss National Bank, or maybe you're looking at one of these other big institutions like Berkshire, you can see a quick little synopsis of that entity, and it just gives you an idea, a snapshot of what they had done in the previous quarter. Looking at their 13F activity in the bottom right corner, you can see the current market value, the prior market value, how many positions positions they added to, how many they sold off, and so on. So it looks like they did a lot of new purchases, being 1,600 stocks, and they sold out of 59 stocks. They reduced holdings in 300 stocks. So that just gives you a quick little idea of what that's all about. If I scroll down, I could see a chart, which is always interesting, gives you a graphical image to see where this has gone over the years. It has really done well. As with all of the other stocks out there, they've been increasing since March of 2009. If they've chosen correctly, this has obviously done very well for them. So let me show you exactly what the Swiss National Bank has to offer on their site. The SNB balance sheet items as of the end of January, you can see some data here. Now, it's not going to give you every stock that they own. A lot of their information on their own website actually is several months old, but I found this area which actually was quite telling. It gives you a breakdown of their assets and liabilities, and you can actually select the data that you want to see because there's a lot of columns here. It might get a little confusing. But for example, if I wanted to see their gold holdings and claims from gold transactions, I could see just that. You can look through the list here. Every single month that data is updated, and if you're interested, you can look at that. You can see other data such as the foreign currency investments. You could pull that up if you want to look, and other things are in here as well. I just wanted to give you the resources for you if you want to take a look at it for yourself. All I wanted to mention was the fact that this is something I do every single quarter. I show you the big boys like the Swiss National Bank. Previously, I had shown you what has happened with the Bank of Norway. I've given you Berkshire Hathaway's details and so much more. And then, of course, as the saying goes, teach a man to fish. I actually give you the resources, not just in the description under the sources, but I actually have done videos before where I break down exactly how to do it, and I link to that at the very end of this one. So stay tuned if you want to know about that. That's all for this video. If you found it informative, please give me a thumbs up. When you give me a thumbs up, you're supporting this channel, so I do appreciate that very much. And last but not least, if you want the financial education that was left out of the school system, you can get what you need in these two books. Everything from the foundation, the history, the asset classes, how to make money off of this, and so much more. Check them out at the link in the description if you want the audiobook that's available at themoneygps.com. If you want to know how to find out what the Swiss National Bank is up to, what Berkshire Hathaway is up to, and any other institution you're interested in, check this video because I break it down very simply. Click on it and I'll see you there.